Hi everyone, so as you can see I'm a little bit more barefaced than usual in this video, and that's because I am wanting to talk to you about my acne journey. So recently I've been put on some medication from the hospital and I've finished the medication now, it's all done, I am acne free. Yay! But I just wanted to talk you through this journey because the tablet that I've been on is quite well known when you go to the doctors, and they try and put you on it when you first go. And I know that when I first was looking into the tablet, I couldn't really find anything online about this other than on forums, and I never really saw like before and after pictures, whether it worked for people. I just saw a lot of scaremongering online before I went on it because I over-research things. I'm a worrier. But yeah, I just suppose I'm making this video just because I would have found this really useful when I was researching this tablet, and I'm hoping that some other people might find it useful as well. So a bit about my acne. So it started when I was 14. I got referred to the hospital to see a dermatologist back then, and they actually offered me this medication back then, but the side effects scared me so much that I just said I don't want to go on it. So they tried me on a load of antibiotics, nothing worked, and then they put me on the pill, which seemed to work for a short period of time, probably like 4 years it worked for, and then my skin just started to get worse and worse. I kept going back to the doctors, they kept changing my pill, they kept putting me on more antibiotics, but just nothing worked. And then it got to a stage where I was 20 years old, and I was just like, right, this is not okay. I am getting acne, like even worse than I got when I was 14 years old. Like, that is not normal. So I went to to the doctors again and asked for a referral because nothing was working, and they were really reluctant to refer me, and I don't know why, but they just were. And it took me 8 months to finally get a referral. So I got referred in 2015. No, I went to the doctors first in 2015 and I got referred in 2016, and my first appointment at the doctors was in August, so this time last year, and this is how far my skin's come so far. So the first thing the doctors did, they put me on another antibiotic that I hadn't tried before when I was younger, but it turned out that I was allergic to the tablet. I just came out in like blotchy rashes everywhere, so I stopped taking it immediately, contacted the hospital, and they made me another appointment. But for a dermatologist, the waiting list is like 3 months, so I had to wait another 3 months, which is fine. I got there in the end, so I went back in November. And when I went in August, they gave me a leaflet about this treatment called Isotretinoin, and they said, go away and read this. If this antibiotic doesn't work for you, then this is what we want to put you on next. So I went home and read all the booklets and decided that when I went again, that's what I was going to be put on, because it was literally just a last resort thing. There was nothing else that they could try me on. This was like the last thing they were going to give me. And I just thought, the side effects, yeah, they are scary, but if I do start getting those side effects, then I'll just stop taking the tablet. It's not the be all and end all, I'll just have acne forever, which I didn't want. So I went back in November and they put me on the isotretinoin. So this is the tablet here, and yeah, it's just isotretinoin. I don't really know how to explain what it is. It's just a really strong tablet, and I believe it's vitamin A based. So this is really dangerous for unborn babies and pregnant women. So as a female, if you are put on this tablet, you will be expected to go back to the hospital once a month to have a pregnancy test, because it is so dangerous for babies and pregnant women. So pregnant women aren't even allowed to touch the capsule. That's how dangerous it is. So yeah, that's the tablet, that's the little box that it comes in. So the doctors usually start you on half of your body weight. So you'll go on your first day, you'll have blood tests done just to make sure that your livers and your bladder, everything else, like all your organs are functioning properly. You'll also be weighed and have your height taken, so that the doctors can then decide what dosage they're going to put you on, and then you'll sit down with your doctor and just go through a few of the side effects and what you must and mustn't do on the tablet. So if you start getting like depressive thoughts or suicidal thoughts, anything like that, you have to stop taking the tablet. That is a side effect of this tablet. It can cause depression and mood swings, so if you suffer with that already, the doctors won't touch you with this. this is like the process that you have to go through. They'll like talk you through everything. Have you ever suffered with anxiety before, depression before, you know, just anything like that. So one thing that they asked me was, do you suffer with migraines, which I do. So they decided to put me on the lowest dosage possible, because it should be half your body weight, so I should have been on 30 milligrams, I think it was, but they put me on 20 just to start off with. And I think it works that if you're on too high of a dosage, that's when the side effects start happening, whereas if you're on just the right amount of dose, you don't get side effects. But for me, they did have to take into consideration migraines, and that's why they put me on the lower dosage, and then they upped it as I went on. So the other side effects that I ended up getting on the tablet was really dry skin and dry lips, like really dry. And I think everyone I know that's been on this tablet also gets those side effects. I just heard something. Okay. Yeah, so everyone I know that's been on this tablet gets these side effects, and I just wanted to share some of the things that I've used on the tablet that have really helped me try and combat my dry skin and dry lips. The dry lips are honestly the worst thing. So for what I use to wash my face on the tablet, you know, water can be really drying on your skin, so sometimes it's just nice to have something foamy to put on to wash your face. So I use this organic olive and aloe face wash. So this is actually from Greece. My dad bought me this brand ages ago, and I absolutely loved it. So when I went to Greece this time, I picked up 2 bottles of this, and I'm hoping, because my dad goes back to Greece every year, hopefully he can get me some more of this when I run out. But I've got 2 bottles to last me for now. So I just use that on my face every night, just to wash my makeup off, like anything that I had on my face off, just, you know, refresh. Ugh. So that is all I used on my face in the shower. And then the next thing, when I got out of the shower, I used Lush's Vanishing Cream. I've used this cream before in some videos. I love it. It's for acne prone skin. It's really gentle on your skin. It doesn't make your skin really greasy. It's just really nice, and it smells like lavender. But yeah, so that's what I use to help my dry skin, which really, really helped massively, like massively helped. But it got to a point on the tablet where I had to stop wearing any makeup, like facial makeup, because my skin was just so dry and I couldn't wear anything, because anything I wore just dried my skin out even more. So yeah, I had to go bare skin on this tablet, and I still do now. I still wake up now, and because I don't have to put foundation on, I don't put foundation on. But one thing that helps me with my lips, so I started off by using Vaseline. Vaseline for me now is a big no. I don't know why, but every time I put it on, it just dried my lips up more, like so bad, and it got to a point where it was so painful, and I had all red marks around my lips. I just looked diseased. So I went to the shop and bought Carmex. I'd never used it before, and this has been like my absolute saviour. I think I've got about 10 of these lying about. I've got one in my bag, one in my coat pocket, one just in my room on my windowsill, one at work. I've got them everywhere, because if I ever forgot one, my lips would get so sore. And because the place where I work is in an office, the aircon and the heating just made my lips so dry. So I used to absolutely hate it. So I got Carmex, and it's quite minty. It's quite a minty smell, but it is amazing, and I honestly would recommend this if you're on the tablet. But just don't use Vaseline. I used to love Vaseline, but then it just, honestly, I don't know what it was, it just dried my lips out even more. And then not only do you get dry facial skin, you also get body skin that's really dry. So one thing that I like to use was the Body Shop Coconut Nourishing Body Milk. So this I found just really, it's just easy to use. Like, I love the body butter, but obviously when you're scooping it out, you're getting it all in your nails, and it's just gross. So this, it's just a little spray on, and you just spray it on. It's really light on your skin, and it smells amazing. I love coconut, and you can get this in loads of other like different scents as well. But yeah, they're just some of the things that really helped me with my dry skin on the tablet. And the only other side effects that I got was when they upped my dosage a bit more. So I ended up on 40 milligrams in the end, I think it was 40 or 50. And every time they upped my dosage, I seemed to get really sore bones and muscles. Like my knees were so sore and my back was so sore all the time. But after a week or two, it kind of sufficed and it was fine again. But it would just seem to be every time. So one thing that I did take on the treatment was like vitamin C and D and B12, and that seemed to kind of help me a bit. I think, I'm not sure whether it helped massively, and I don't think it is something that's necessary if you are struggling with that. But one thing I would say is just to go easy on the exercise, because the more you exercise, the achier you get. And yeah, but I will put pictures up now of what my skin used to look like and what it looks like now. So as you can see, like my skin was honestly so aggravated all the time. This was what it was like all the time. This was literally a year ago to this day, and yeah, and this is how much my skin's cleared up now. So I just really hope that this video has helped people if they are researching into the isotretinoin video, or if they're looking for different things they can go on to try and help their acne. I'm not saying this tablet will be for everyone. It won't work on everyone. Like any medication doesn't work on everyone, but they do say to you, if it works on you, which I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe they told me that it works on 89% of people. That's a lot of people. So, and I was lucky, it worked on me, and they now say that it has long-term effects, so I should now be acne free for years to come. And if it comes back, I have to go back to the doctors, they'll refer me again, and they'll just put me straight back on this until it goes again. So yeah, that's the isotretinoin. I'm not saying it's for everyone. Please don't just go to your doctor saying, I want to go on this tablet, before you've tried anything else, because it is kind of a last resort thing, and it's not, I suppose it's not healthy for your body if you think about it, but anyway. So if you are needing any advice about the tablet, or you want to know how I got referred, or you wanted to know more about the side effects I've got, just drop me a message. All of my details will be in the description box below. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye!